Good day, everybody. Today we're going to talk about the moving average indicator, which is probably the main indicator in the prediction of price movement direction. It's one that's used by almost everybody and one of the most important by far, um, because it tells you a lot. The moving average is used to view a more smoother version of the price movement that you see in front of you. Here you can see I have put in 4 different exponential moving averages to show you the different time periods. First we have the 7 period in green. As you can see, it is a lot more volatile than the others because it follows only the last 7 candles, which I will get into very shortly. Next we have the 21 moving average, which is the pink or purple, whatever. Next we have the 50, which is not a lot of people use it. I use it, I like it. Next we have the 100, which is this, and next we have the 200, which is the white, which is used by almost everybody because it's a really good trend indicator. Now, you don't normally see people using only one. They often use 2 or maybe 3 or maybe just one to show the trend if they have other indicators that show them the other stuff. But most oftenly you're gonna see people use different types. Right here I have the 200, 150, 21 and 7. Just to show you what it can show you. Because you see here the 200 is a lot more smooth. It takes a lot more to move the 21, while the 7 follows almost every path. And these are all very good together because it's very good to predict the market. I'm not saying it does predict the market, but it is very helpful. For example, the 200, it's a very stable one, so it keeps its point for a longer time, while 100, for example, the yellow one, takes a little bit less to move. So when you, for example, see that 100 cross over, it means the direction has changed. And in this particular moment it did. And here you can see it changes down, and that, yeah, okay, there wasn't much more, but you get my point. I like to use 21 very much because it's really good for bouncing, because here you can see the price bounces and bounces and bounces on 21 and bounce, and then it breaks and then it continues down. I just really like the 21. Okay, on to the next point. This is how the moving average is made. For example, if you use a 21 period moving average, like the blue one I have set here, this is not an exponential moving average, it's just a simple moving average. The thing it does, it takes in account for the 21 last price action. So if this ended on 43,929, this ended on 4,000. Yeah, you get the point. It takes the last price of each candle, adds them up, and then divides them by 21 again to get an average price, which is here. Now that the period you can change yourself. If I change it up, it will get more smooth because it takes it more of the candles. Now if you, for example, see the 100 period here, if I zoom a bit out, you can see that this is not exactly 100, but you get it. You can see that it takes the finishing price of each candle, the last 100 candles, adds them up, and then divides it by 100 to create an average. That's why these are more smooth, because they take a lot more of price action into one. Here you can see another example of why I just love this, because here you can see crosses over, whoop, goes under, follows, crosses over, small upward, crosses down, goes down. I just really like moving averages. Okay, on to the next point. This is how each different is measured. Here I have a moving average, the blue one, just a moving average. An exponential moving average, the red one, a weighted moving average, the yellow one, and a smoothed moving average, the pink one. You can see that they are all the period 7, but they do not correspond to each other. And this is why. We can start off by taking the simple moving averages. I don't usually call it simple, I just call it moving average because it's just a moving average. What the moving average does is takes every candle in order from first to last in the period you chose, 7, which will be about this. Start with first, adds up this, and divides it. Very easy. Now the exponential moving averages, if I have understand it correctly, it starts off by finding the biggest change of price action and goes down gradually to find the smallest of the... Okay, stopping it by exponential, 3, 2, n. Now the exponential moving average takes the biggest movements in the time period into consideration first and uses the average value of a previous period and decreases the price size as it calculates so that it never gets to 0. I don't fully understand this myself, but I really love the exponential moving average. I believe it's the best. I get that it's difficult to understand. What I just said, but it's mathematical calculations, and you don't really need to understand it. You just need to understand how the exponential moving average works, and it works by doing the most exponential price movements and compares it to the previous average price movement. Now the weighted moving average takes the current price data in consideration first, which I believe means the current, what it's at now, and slowly uses the previous candles to take into consideration and decrease priority steadily down as it goes to the lesser, or not the lesser, but the previous and previous of that and previous of that. It gets lesser value in the prediction or calculation of the weighted moving average. Now the smoothed takes in more of the previous price movement and makes the form smoother so that it doesn't bounce everywhere. It's a lot smoother, you can see. It's almost like it's a higher period. It kinda is, but it is not. It just takes into consideration the previous price movements and uses them to predict future price movement. Now, I know this was not perfectly explained, but this was the best and easiest explanation I could do by it. I don't know how to explain simpler without using more of your time, but I really hope you understood what I meant with these and how to use them and what they mathematically calculate for you on the chart. I hope this video was helpful, and please write down in the comments if you want me to cover a specific theme or whatever. Just tell me what you want and I will provide. Now please give a like and subscribe for me to publish more of this, and I'll see you in the next video. GG.